Welcome to Real Estate U with Lettiann.
Welcome back to our podcast, Real Estate U with Lettiann, and we welcome this afternoon Burton Kelso with Integral. So Burton, I was just reading over your bio, and how did you get started in wanting to help people with their tech needs?
Other than just getting fired from every job that I had. Well,
we all have to find our niche.
You are exactly right. Well, I was working at a local computer store and noticed that there was people coming in asking for technology advice. And at the time, this particular store didn't offer on-site tech support. So I decided that it would be good to offer computer repair services on-site. So I started Integral and started going on to people's homes and businesses, helping them get more out of the technology that they use every day. And of course, back then was more desktops, because it started the company back in '93. So it was more desktops, some laptops. But of course, now technology has changed so much. You've got printers and routers and
clouds,
computer clouds. Oh my!
Nobody knows where the clouds are.
Exactly, right?
It's in the clouds.
But I'm not a nerd by any sense of the word. I'm more of a person who just genuinely loves helping people out. And I just kind of have an aptitude to catching on to technology really quickly. So that's my gift, and I love helping people.
That's awesome. So, you have a name for yourself around the Kansas City metro and surrounding areas. Mm-hmm. You are extremely helpful with technology, but you're also a great human being. So I've gotten to know you over the past few months, and I think the universe has a plan with who we meet along our path while we're here. And I appreciate you being here. I know we're going to talk about, you want to help us with the real estate professionals, right, with some of their tech situations. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is tips for LinkedIn.
Right, exactly. can I real quick say a funny real estate story?
Please.
So years ago, when I started out helping real estate agents with technology, MLS used to be on a bunch of floppy disks. So now you can just get on the web and access listings through MLS or the multiple listing service. But back then, it was all on bulletin boards. So you had to have the software installed on your computer in order to get to MLS. So there wasn't like a ton of CDs for MLS. You had to find out which agent had MLS and then go retrieve the floppies and then load it on someone else's computer.
That was in the 90s, right?
That was in the 90s, yes.
I remember that.
That's too funny that you remember that. Yeah. But yeah, I just think that's interesting how technology's changed so much now. You just need a browser, your phone, or your computer, and you can just access listings instantly.
Yeah, and anybody can access the listings now. It's almost like I used to work for US Air in the 80s and early 90s, and only travel agents could access travel information.
Right.
But now we're all our own travel agents. We're all our own realtors. Mm-hmm. That's not true.
That's not good. You can't be your own realtor, you know?
You cannot be your own realtor.
No, never.
And some people shouldn't be realtors, but that's a whole nother story.
Right.
So LinkedIn, look, yes. Social media, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
It's just booming. If you're not on it, you're out.
Right.
You'll die on the vine if you're not.
Yes, that's true. But I think people, when it comes to LinkedIn and other social media groups, people focus on more marketing rather than the whole relationship building process. And I think that's the most important thing to take away from social media in general and on LinkedIn. It's not about advertising your listings on social media. It's more about, hey, this is who I am. This is how I can help you out. Come to me if you need my assistance.
It's a mindset.
It is.
I mean, when you're actually doing the marketing, please don't show me that 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch and just pictures of it. Tell us about you and why you're selling this house and,
right,
and create a story. So LinkedIn, of course, is a popular platform for social media. Oftentimes people find it's a sleeper
yes,
because it's more business to business.
Right.
But today you're going to tell realtors how they can benefit from using LinkedIn and maybe some tips or secrets.
Right. The first thing you should know about LinkedIn is the fact that it really isn't business to business. I mean, it's all about relationships. Yeah. So you can kind of think about it being more like Facebook, but you just get to put more business stuff on there, like your awards and your resume, but it's still the same process at the core. It's still about going out and developing relationships with people, because when it boils down to business, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And
that's right.
That's where you have to start. And I think people struggle with LinkedIn because they see it as a business platform. So they only put business stuff on there as opposed to the quotes or as opposed to the quotes that you'll see on LinkedIn. So probably one of the first tips that I would recommend for LinkedIn is to start to take some of your offline connections online. So there's two great ways that you can do that with LinkedIn. So LinkedIn has a wonderful tool called hashtags. So you can use hashtags like you would with Snapchat to connect with people. So you can bring up your LinkedIn account, and then either you can scan someone's hashtag if you meet them face to face, or you can use a QR code to scan it in and connect with that person instantly. So it eliminates the need to have business cards.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, of course.
So when you say add the hashtag, is that like one would be adding the hashtag in Instagram or Facebook?
Well, not hashtag. The QR code is what I think hashtag leapt out of my mouth.
Right.
But what I was thinking was QR code.
So how do I scan someone's QR code?
Oh my gosh, it's a good reason you asked. It's pretty simple. It's just a simple matter of going into LinkedIn. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. So when you go into LinkedIn, you can go to the search option at the very top of the main screen of LinkedIn. And over in the corner of the search window, there's like 4 little cubes. And if you click on that, it'll bring up the option to either scan a LinkedIn code or to generate a LinkedIn code.
Just help me real quick.
I'm going to help you. It's right.
Dude, I didn't know there were. Who knew there were QR codes on LinkedIn? Anyone? Anyone out there?
No.
Right.
No one knows this. So here's the cool thing. So
How
you
come
got
I
the
don't have
camera
one?
up. You do.
I do. Oh,
Yeah, so you have 2 options with LinkedIn. So you can either, I think your camera's too close.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully our Wi-Fi is up and running properly.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
There you go.
Oh, see, there you go. You got it. You got it. So that's basically the way it works. And now if you want to see your QR code, here,
my
let's do
camera's
both.
on.
Well, it doesn't matter. We've got both of them up. So I've got my QR code.
Can you get my QR? Oh, my code.
There you go. That's the key.
I was at a conference and I thought that the conference director did all this. I thought it was so high tech. I can do it myself.
You can do it yourself.
Can you scan me?
I can scan you.
Yeah.
But we're connected.
This
but
is
yeah,
so
let's
fun.
do it.
I'm going to be QR.
Oh, look at that. See,
Show
we're
'em.
just instant.
Show them. Show all.
Wow.
Look at that. See, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it. And the good thing about LinkedIn, when you make these connections online, you stay in contact with people. Because if you get a business card, it's going to sit on your desk. You're not going to do anything with it. But if you connect with people, then you're
I do something with business cards, by the way.
Oh, do you?
Just so you know.
Oh,
yes.
well, Lettiann does.
Then I throw them away.
Burton does, but many people don't. They have a stack of them. So when you connect with them on LinkedIn, you're staying in contact with people. They're seeing what you're doing, and it just helps you create those stronger relationships online.
So when we just scanned each other's QR code, which is really fun, I'll never forget today,
Right.
the 28th, which is also my husband's birthday. But is that simply is that in lieu of me like connecting with you?
That's a quick
is it
way
this-
of connecting with
okay,
you. Yeah,
okay.
so rather than you trying to type in complicated names like Burton,
Right.
Lettiann,
Okay.
those aren't common names. So
We're not common.
we're not common, no.
Right.
But that's a quick way that you can locate someone on LinkedIn, especially if you're like a business event.
Love
and
it.
that's the whole purpose of
Love
it.
it.
Right.
Beautiful.
So rather than fumbling the cards, you just scan it. You're
What's our
connected.
next tip? Just to keep this
Yes,
train moving.
yes, let's get that train going. So the next tip is you need to make sure that your LinkedIn profile tells a story. So you need to make sure that your banner, the banner portion of your LinkedIn profile at the top, kind of tells people what it is that you do and how you can help them. Banner is very important. Most people on LinkedIn, they have the blue portion. They don't have a banner filled out at the top at all.
And I'm really nervous. I'm checking mine.
I think you have one.
I hope I do.
And while you're checking for your banner, Lettiann, the next thing you want to do with LinkedIn is to make sure that you have a professional headshot as part of your
here
profile.
Here you are with Jasper Mirabile.
Yes, I know.
Oh boy.
I know.
Can we hang out together?
Yeah, of course.
Dude,
Yeah, we can hang out.
did you eat while you were there? Was
he got bumped. So he didn't get to cook. So I didn't get to enjoy his food.
I got to cook and he didn't.
Yes.
But that's a whole nother. Look, let's stay focused. Sorry, I keep hitting.
I know.
My producer's going to kill me. Okay.
All right.
All right, focus.
Yeah, so make sure you have a banner and then make sure that you've got a professional profile picture that makes you stand out. And if you want to use a profile picture that is consistent across all of your brands of social media, because if someone connects with you on LinkedIn, they're probably going to look around social media to find out what other platforms you're on. So
something in this decade. Actually, it should be really something for the next decade.
You got it. Something for the next decade, and just make sure it's professional. The other thing you want to do with your LinkedIn profile is you want to make sure that it pretty much tells a story as far as the text in your LinkedIn profile. So you just don't want to put the standard boring, this is what I do, and if you come to me if you need to buy or sell a home, you want to make sure as a real estate agent that you're telling people how you're going to help them out. Whether you're a restager, if you're a business agent, if you're for homes, you tell that story and let people know how you're going to help them out.
I encourage our associates here at Lettiann and Associates Real Estate Services to tell people why you're different.
Right.
Because we all appear to be in the same pool. we have to differentiate ourselves from the next, and in order to stand out. But yeah, great
Right.
tips.
So rolling along, right?
We're rolling.
All right. Our next tip is LinkedIn gives you the ability to say happy birthday to your contacts. And I would highly recommend all agents take the time during a portion of the day to go into LinkedIn and say happy birthday to those connections.
I do that on Facebook
Yes.
pretty religiously, but not LinkedIn.
I think most people fall into that habit. They do it on Facebook, but they don't do it on LinkedIn. The good thing about LinkedIn is that it's going to come directly to someone's inbox, as opposed to Facebook, where they have to log into Facebook and
Good.
look and see that.
Point. Yeah, good reminder.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I would back that up as far as saying happy birthday is to either find a graphic, liberate one off the internet, or create your own. And you can use a software called Canva to kind of make your own customized happy birthday greetings. You could put your logo in the bottom. You can just make it as warm and fuzzy as you want, but graphics really stand out, especially when you're telling someone happy birthday. Because I think LinkedIn, kind of like Facebook, just lets you do the generic happy birthday.
Right. You can
But
even,
if you-
it even is a choice. Yeah. You
Right,
can click it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely want to add graphics to your happy birthday greeting just to kind of stand out and make sure that you're doing it on a regular basis, even weekends, because people kind of slack off on the weekends when it comes to LinkedIn. But you definitely want to say those greetings on weekends as well.
And the fact that you took the time to make a graphic is, it just shows how you're different. And,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the people business and the caring business and the helping business.
That's
and,
right.
Let's be mindful of that for sure.
Right.
Exactly.
One of the things I wouldn't do as far as anniversaries and birthdays are concerned is the job anniversaries. Because what happens with those is people will post a current job just to kind of update their LinkedIn profile. And it may look like they just started a new job at a place. And so it looks like you're really not paying attention to what's going on. If anytime a work anniversary pops up, then
People just clip happy anniversary, happy
Exactly.
anniversary, happy anniversary.
Right,
Yes,
without really paying attention if
I've
they really
received
changed.
those, and I'm like, yeah. So that's a really good tip because they make it so easy to wish someone a happy anniversary.
Right.
And then you'll have 10 people that you can go happy anniversary, and you're right because just because you put the job in there and the date you started, or it's yeah. So good tip. All right, what else you got?
Well, as far as LinkedIn is concerned, you want to really make sure that you're posting organic content, meaning that you want to avoid posting links that lead you away to other websites. So if you've got content that you've posted on YouTube or maybe even on Facebook, you don't want to post those links to any other website on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn loves the organic stuff, meaning that you've got audio or video that you're posting directly from your computer or phone to LinkedIn. LinkedIn loves that because it's on LinkedIn.
So
but if
in lieu of sharing, like share to LinkedIn, share to.
right.
But what if I do the share too because I pay for some real estate updates daily
Right.
on a national level. But what I do is I read the article and then I do post the article, share it, but I make it what's happening in the Midwest.
Right.
Like, okay, here's what's happening nationally. Here's what I'm seeing here in the Midwest in Kansas and Missouri. So
That's not helping your cause, though, because
not.
anytime you put a link on there, LinkedIn, it lowers it in the LinkedIn algorithm.
I don't want to be lowered.
You don't. That's why you don't want to share links. So you want to
No.
either...
Canceling that. Note to self, cancel that subscription.
What you can do to avoid that, if you still want to post that link to that article, do it in the comment section below your main post. So you might want to have a graphic saying, hey, I ran across this great article. You should check it out. And then comment on your own post with the link to the article, and that'll help raise it in the LinkedIn algorithms. Because anything organic goes up. Anything that isn't, it's pointing away from LinkedIn is going to go down in your feed. So that means to equate it, when agents do it, it's going to make sure that less people see it. So you want it all organic.
Organic, I like that.
Right. Next.
So yeah, I'm not sure how many you have.
Quite a few.
Okay.
But
No, I mean, this is fabulous. Like, I'm going to have to rewind this and watch this myself.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to take notes as we speak. But,
Yes.
But
next thing agents need to do is to sign up for LinkedIn Live. LinkedIn's got the ability to upload video, and keep in mind, if you don't want to sign up for Live, you can load video up to LinkedIn, but you can only upload 10 minutes worth of video to the LinkedIn platform. But
so you can have one 10-minute segment.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it. But LinkedIn Live, like Facebook Live, pretty much broadcasts out to everyone when you go live. But unlike LinkedIn doesn't have the ability like Facebook in order to instantly just do live video. You have to sign up for it in order to take part of that process.
I didn't even know there was a LinkedIn Live.
Yes, there's LinkedIn Live.
Did anyone?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have to, I mean, they're rolling
You
it out.
sign
It's
up
still
for it.
kind of
Okay.
in beta. So it was very important for you to get on the list to do LinkedIn Live because like Facebook Live, LinkedIn will show that video content to probably 5 times as many people when you go live. So it's a great platform. And with LinkedIn Live, you're not limited to that 10-minute threshold that you have with just uploading a live video. I think you can stream probably for at least an hour or more with
gosh.
LinkedIn Live because there's people that have their own shows that are just sharing content on LinkedIn.
We'll have to put this show on there.
Yes, you will. But
LinkedIn
you've got to
Live,
sign up
this
for
is
LinkedIn
great.
Live. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's a game changer, definitely.
Wow.
Yes. So there's a link. If you go within the LinkedIn platform, you can just do a search and type in for LinkedIn Live. It'll bring up the link where you can go and fill out your credentials. But I will say that you have a greater chance as an agent for getting on LinkedIn Live if you already currently have content. Like Lettiann, you already have a YouTube channel. That kind of helps your cause. And it also helps your cause if you're regularly scheduled or not scheduling, but showcasing helpful tips and tricks. So agents need to realize that not your current listing of what's in your inventory is not going to get you with LinkedIn Live. But when you're sharing tips and tricks or just regular feel-good stuff on your LinkedIn profile, it's going to really help your chances of getting accepted to do LinkedIn Live.
So any real estate professionals or business persons listening to us right now, this sounds like a full-time job, which we're just talking LinkedIn.
Right,
so,
exactly.
I mean, if you look at all the other platforms, I strongly encourage my associates and people that ask me, outsource, 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 but be comfortable with who you're outsourcing it to. I would suggest knowing that person so they know your personality, because I don't really want... There's certain content that I'd really rather not have because it's not my personality. So my social media gal, she's local because I'm all for support local KC folks, support locally owned businesses. I'm a big advocate of that. Big box out. Let's really focus on individually owned businesses, but outsource to someone that you know, not someone down in
Right.
In another country who's a virtual. I'll do your social media. They don't know you,
Right.
and you really don't know who you're talking with.
Right.
So outsource some of the content, but I also do a lot of the lives myself because you got to showcase you.
You do.
So anyway, we have just a couple of minutes left. Burton, what's one final tip for someone in the LinkedIn? And then we want to, of course, give everyone your contact information because you are just a genius in this
Thanks.
in this arena, and you are you're just so approachable, and of course, people know you because you're always on TV. So we appreciate your time in being here.
Well, thank you. So real quick. The most important thing with LinkedIn and any social media platform is to be you. Just make sure you tell your story. As agents and as business owners, you all have things that you are really passionate about. So share that passion so that people get to know who you are, and just quit the selling and just focus on concentrating and building those strong relationships.
Yeah, quit the selling. No need to convince. No need to persuade. Just be yourself, provide value, and things will come.
That's correct.
So, Burton, how can anyone who might have a question for you or might want to enlist your services, how can they find you and where can they find you?
Well, you can always find me out in the field or on TV, as you said. But you can just email me at burton@callintegralnow.com. Our website is a good resource because we've got a blog on the website and tech tips and videos. So any tech questions you have, you can go to the website and see that. And I'm also all over social media, so you can just find Burton Kelso on all of the platforms.
And that's Burton, Burton, Kelso, Kelso, folks.
Right. I'm even on Snapchat. You on Snapchat?
I am, but only for my family.
Oh, okay.
My son said, "Don't go public on Snapchat,
Oh,
Mom."
okay.
So I never did.
Right.
But it's a fun way to keep in touch with the kids. So
It is.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
We look forward to having you back on another Real Estate U podcast with Lettiann.